With Van.
You guys good? Here we go. You guys good?
Yeah.
Fred? Okay, hold on. Mic is hot.
Yo, what it is, Duke City. Happy Thursday. The boys, or I should say boy, there must be some bad traffic out there on 4th Street, Marie, because we got one single solitary Van Nunley holding it down here at Sadies on 4th Street with a plate of delicious chili rellenos and 2 hours of hot takes for you today. Marie Castillo back at the studio. What's happening, girl?
Oh, good afternoon, Fred. I mean Fred. I was gonna say Fred and Van. Van. It's a nice day to be at Sadies, and you only have 2 hours because you got Lobo. I think it's the last.
Yeah, it's either the last or next to last Lobo talk, and they got a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
as the Lobos put a thumping on their losers from Cali.
That plus 17.5 did not hit Van.
Wait, what? Oh, because you took the plus 17.5 and I took the minus 17.5 because I'm a sports betting genius and you are a weekend warrior loser.
Warrior loser. I thought the Lobos would win by, I don't know, 10. But they proved me wrong last night. They bounced back, and it was a great senior night.
Hell of a program coming up for you today, live from Sadies. Like we just said, we're kicking it over to Lobo Talk at 6 o'clock. And we got a weird day of sports and sports adjacent for you. Mike Tyson's back, not in the way you would have thought. Peyton and Belichick, are they about to get married? I don't know. Caitlin Clark's the GOAT. The A's have a new stadium. Florida Gators have the hardest schedule in the history of college football. Ben Simmons is hurt again. Michael Thomas, not the local coffee roaster, but the wide receiver from the New Orleans Saints, he's running his mouth, and I'm loving every second of it. And surprise, surprise, there's a new sheriff in town, Marie. The Kansas City Chiefs are now the most hated team in football. New England Patriots take a year off. Dallas Cowboys, you're not the most hated for once. The crown lies heavy upon the head of the Kansas City Chiefs. All this success, all this winning, all this Taylor Swift, they're sick of you, Kansas City. So what happened was, Marie, Bet Online, which I'm assuming is a real website, did a poll of the last 90 days on Twitter, and they charted every negative comment about a football team, and the Chiefs are far and away now the most hated NFL team, and kind of well-deserved, right? People hate success, Marie.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me one bit. When the New England Patriots, like you said, have retired because now they don't have Brady. They're not the Bill Belichick Patriots. And now Kansas City is a little dynasty building, or they are a dynasty, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, you got the current Kansas City Chiefs dynasty. They're now the most hated team in football, dethroning the Patriots dynasty, which was hated for 20 years. They had the most recent dynasty. And then, everyone's least favorite, the Dallas Cowboys, we them boys, it's our year chance. Those are coming here pretty soon. Well, they were good like 30 years ago, but still, for whatever reason, people still hate them for their success. But the Kansas City Chiefs, which I don't think they have a lot of unlikable players, do they?
I think now with like the Taylor Swift attention, and they're winning a bunch of Super Bowls, and people, like I said, just hate success. So I don't know. I don't know who people did.
Yeah, haters gonna hate. You're gonna just live off of your haters. You're gonna keep this going. And now they have this multiple championship winning team, and now they got 30 million more to spend on some more pieces there. Yes, that's great. What are you doing now? You're giving the Chiefs front office more money to give Patrick Mahomes more weapons, they're just going to be more and more hated.
I feel like Cowboy fans probably voted for themselves because it's, they're so mad and they hate themselves because they haven't won a Super Bowl in so long.
And take this with a grain of salt, Cowboys fans. We still hate you the most. So don't get it twisted. Just because one website did one Twitter poll and put up one article on Yahoo that the Chiefs are more hated than the Cowboys, we here on this program know the truth. Everyone hates the Cowboys the most. Everyone hates Cowboys fans the most. And you're not going to shake that crown no matter how successful the Chiefs are.
Yeah, I'm looking at the website right now. You said it's Bet Online, right?
Yeah, Bet Online by way of Yahoo.
Oh. Yeah, they have a lot of...
And again, I don't think the Chiefs are that unlikable. I mean, people hate success. People hate Patrick Mahomes beating their team over and over and over again. And look, I get it. I understand your disdain for the lack of success of your football program. But Patrick Mahomes is like a nice guy. Travis Kelce is kind of like a little too bro-ish for a lot of people, but he's not a bad guy.
Well, he's dating the most famous person in the world right now.
So more haters. They're hating for his success, and they're hating Travis Kelce for being that dude.
Yeah, and they're going to continue to do it. And now it's going to be like, oh, they just get, the script, whatever. This is going to happen for another couple years.
So does that mean we have to change the name of the nickname, of the Chiefs to America's team now? Is that what we're doing?
That's hilarious. Can we please do that?
505-246-0610. Friend of the show, tell me why your Cowboys are still the most relevant. Tell me why your Cowboys are still the most hated. And I'm probably going to disagree with you.
Yeah, that's hilarious. And if I was a Chiefs fan, I would troll and I would make a t-shirt or something, Van.
Yeah, enjoy it. Heavy lies the crown. As an Astros fan, I love being the most hated team. It is awesome. This run of success that my beloved Houston Astros are on, I'm soaking this all up. I love every friggin' second of it. Chiefs fans, soak it up too, because you guys were mediocre at best for a long time. And before that, you guys sucked. And now you're going to have a dynasty as long as you can keep Patrick Mahomes healthy.
And Andy Reid. I think Andy Reid will ride it out in the sunset with Patrick Mahomes. Well, he'll be there for 10 years, don't you think? How many years has Patrick Mahomes already been there? Maybe more.
Oh, Andy Reid's a big boy. He's a significant human being. When you're that large, it's hard to be healthy at the end of your life. So I hope he's got a few good years left in him. But as long as you pair Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes together, they're going to be fine. And as long as they're winning and successful, they're going to be hated. So, get used to this, Chiefs Kingdom. They're going to hate you for a long time.
Oh, they're this as they continue to win Super Bowls. Point blank. America's new team. No, not new team. America's real team. What would the t-shirt say, Van?
America's Team 2.0. Why not? I don't see a lot of reasons to hate the Chiefs besides if you're just a old rocking chair on the front porch, curmudgeon, stick in the mud, and you hate Taylor Swift and all the attention she's getting. If you're Chargers, Raiders, Broncos fan, right? That's why you hate him already. If you're a Patriots fan, you hate him because he's already being called the GOAT and taken away from your GOAT, Tom Brady. Unless the Chiefs beat your team directly in a playoff game or has been dominating forever. Unless you have a star quarterback who's not quite as good as Patrick Mahomes, or you actually follow the antics of Patrick Mahomes' family and know what a dumpster fire they are, or maybe if you think the NFL is rigged, or maybe you hate Taylor Swift and everything she stands for, or that's just about everybody. Okay, maybe the Chiefs are the most hated team in the NFL. And maybe they all deserve it.
I don't think let's look at the Taylor Swift angle, right? Not even football. People didn't really have a problem she became until this Eras tour, and she became super like she's already famous, but you know what I mean? Like she went on a whole new level and a billionaire.
Yeah.
I've never heard so many people hate her now. Like it's unreal.
And I don't get
it. And this
it.
was beyond but this is beyond football fan. I'm talking outside of football fan.
And I've said it a lot on this program. Like, I appreciate what she does for her communities. I appreciate what she does financially for the communities where she does her shows. It infuses a lot of money everywhere she goes. I like that she's trying to get the youth out and vote. I don't care what side of the spectrum you on. Do your duty and go out there and vote. Good for her on saying that. But I don't get it. She's not the hottest woman on the planet, not the most talented woman on the planet, not the best songwriter on the planet, not the best performer on the planet. I don't get any of these things. I don't get the giant appeal of Taylor Swift, but here I am, 40-year-old Van Nunley, ranting about a young woman that I don't know anything about from a generation that I don't know anything about. But hey, the Taylor Swift hate, look, old man on your front porch in your rocking chair. I get it. I understand why you hate everything, and Taylor Swift's just the next target in line. Joining us on the program, Fred Slow.
Players gonna hate. Did I do that right? Did I get it right?
That's pretty close.
I'm listening on the ride over because if you try to take I-25 right now, that's a ridiculous idea. Do not do that. Stay off of it.
That's a bummer.
Put that on the update, Mike Carlisle. Put that on the traffic update. Only ridiculous people are on I-25 right now.
So flat out, don't go north on 25.
Gosh, dude. I drove all the way from Portales this morning quicker than I got down I-25 from my house.
It's been a minute.
Here's why the Chiefs are there, and Marie's 100% right. It's because Cowboys fan is the reason. Cowboys fan hates them because they're not the spotlight anymore. And for some reason, this setting sun has lasted 30 years on America's team. Bleh. And now that Kansas City, the real heart of America, by the way, like population-wise, if you were to put it on a pin, the real heart of America.
Like geographically, it's in the middle?
No, population, though.
Oh, population, it's in the middle.
It's the exact middle.
Okay.
So
that's odd.
That's
of like NFL teams population? I don't understand your comparison.
Of like the United States population, it is the exact middle of that. Like, so there's equal number of peoples to the east. There's equal number of peoples to the west.
Ah, now I see. I thought you meant like all kinds of demographics there in the middle, like education, obviously,
doubt it.
Food, right in the middle. Duh.
We got good barbecue.
No, average at best.
You got real good football. How do you weigh that one out?
I mean, if I'm a Cowboys fan, I'm a hater. Like, I'm jealous, but I'm not. Thank God, I was raised right.
Do you remember 15 years ago when the Cowboys were just barely not relevant, and then they were doing like the Jessica Simpson thing, and they like the Chiefs saw this formula. The Chiefs were like, listen, we know how to do it. We saw Dallas do it,
but we're gonna do it better.
We're gonna do it so much better.
We're gonna do it with a walrus who wished to be a coach in a Disney movie.
It's crazy how good of a coach he is.
He's fantastic.
It's unreal. There's a handful of people that have sport figured out. He is one. Him and Mike McDaniel, the most favored team in the country, the Miami Dolphins. Everyone loves the Dolphins.
Whoever filled out those slips for the NFL report cards loves the Dolphins because they got A+ and everything.
It is kind of weird, too, though, how, like, the most hated team is always the same as the most popular team. Like, is there definitely more Chiefs fans right now than any other team? Not even close. I know this is mostly bandwagon stuff.
Of course it's mostly bandwagon stuff. It's mostly Taylor Swift stuff. Is how they catapulted the upper echelon. I mean, their success is going to bring a lot of new fans. Duh.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes being that dude is going to bring a lot of new fans. Duh. Travis Kelce with his big hunking body and his dreamy eyes, like that's going to bring a lot of fans. Duh.
As soon as Jason Kelce unretires and then signs with the Chiefs, duh.
I don't think that's going to happen, but I love that storyline.
Why wouldn't it happen?
Because he's going to be like whichever color commentator job is open, he's going to get every phone call for it.
Do you remember the day that A-Marie told us that Valdez-Scantling got let go? And we both said, oh, A-Marie misread the article. It was Kadarius Toney. But it wasn't. It was actually Valdez-Scantling.
It was all of them.
Yes.
Tony Scantling and Hardman are all gone.
That's how I know anything can happen. Because the core group of dudes that you just won a Super Bowl with, you just cut from the roster entirely. If you're to be like, hey, Fred, we're at Wild, Jason Kelsey, part of the Chiefs, I'd be like, yeah, that tracks. That 100% tracks.
But he has to take one complete year off.
I don't know the rules on that.
I think he has to take one complete season off, and then he's able to sign with whoever he wants again.
Well, his rights are always Philadelphia, though. So, like, if he ever comes back in a playing capacity, not coaching, coaching's different. So that it's like it's like a pause.
I don't know if that's accurate. I think he has to miss one full season, and then he's back in.
No, this works too because who's the guy that did it? Who's the guy that took it? London Fletcher did it. And whenever you come back, no, I guess that was just 1 year too. But it was the same squad. Like, you have to move your rights. Didn't Jason Taylor try to do it too? I might be making that one up.
I'm not sure.
Your own. Like, if Tom Brady were to come back next year, Tampa Bay still has his rights because he didn't retire. Like, he wasn't on what's that called when your contract expires? Expired contract.
Oh, that is what it's called when your contract expires. Yeah.
I felt like that was close. It's happened to me before. Former voice of the New Mexico Highlands Cowboys.
I am wildly surprised there is less Cowboy defense and less Chiefs love on the texture right now. 505-246-0610. I led with this to try to incense people.
Yeah.
To try to inflame the friends of the show.
Got me in the car.
Did you, while you're on your way here, like getting stuck on 25 North,
correct.
Did you see any people with Cowboy stickers yelling at their steering wheel?
Yeah, they were the one causing the issues on the road.
Yeah, oh, God. Did I cause a wreck that made you late? That's awesome.
I went 4 hours today from Portales in the span of like 3 hours and 15 minutes. I was like, oh, this is going to be fine. Get to town. Oh, okay, parking lot. Cool. I'm ready for the rest of the show, though. You say go.
Okay, so Cowboys fans, I didn't check the personal. The personal text line is on fire.
Sure.
Cowboys fans are in droves representing, and of course,
is this Chili Rellenos?
Multiple people have said next year is our year.
Yeah, every year.
Sure it is.
They're the Cubs of football. Except the Cubs won one in the last 30 years.
When we get back, more Chili Relleno sports and sports adjacent talk. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report brought to you by the Journal,
the Albuquerque Journal, and Venue Plus for local insight and sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
Well, traffic right now, we've got crash cleanup continuing northbound on course between Paseo and Irving. That crash in your middle lane. Watch yourself going through there. Southbound I-25 right now, we've still dealing with that congestion as you approach Osuna. That's going to last until Comanche. Westbound, near the interchange, you're going to start seeing some slowdowns. They're going to hang around until Coors. Northbound I-25 right now from Gibson to Central, dealing with a little bit of a slowdown there. Westbound Paseo approaching 2nd Street, traffic moving slow there. That's going to last until the river. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. 30 since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The madness is coming. The madness is coming. You guys always ruin this. I was trying to be dramatic. The madness is coming! Oh, wow! Albuquerque's home for the Final Four and every other tournament game.
And it's over! This heavyweight battle is won by
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
To thank you for 40 unforgettable years, Dell Technologies is celebrating with anniversary savings on their most popular tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills. Then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter a candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ziprecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free.
At LL Flooring, we've been a trusted partner to pros for over 30 years. With over 400 nationwide warehouses full of in-stock, job-ready inventory, you'll get what you need. And our exclusive pro pricing means that pros never pay retail. Because at LL Flooring, all we do is floors. So we're going to do it right. Sign up for a free pro account today to start getting pro benefits. LL Flooring, every step covered.
Hey everyone, it's Joe Montana. Spreading the word about pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older like me, you're at increased risk. So, what's the game plan? A strong defense. Pneumococcal pneumonia can strike at any time in any season, so you shouldn't wait to help protect yourself. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination today and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in New Mexico, so you can get the service and convenience of State Art Sandoval at an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. Art Sandoval is ready to help you save in Albuquerque. Call Art today at 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter code SIMPLE at checkout. That's harrys.com.
You have to go in your new setting. Did you update your phone?
I have no idea.
There's a setting. If you update your phone, there's a setting that helps with it. I'm going to look it up for you.
Thank you, because it weirded me out.
I'm telling you, there's a new. I'll tell you later.
Wow.
There you go. Mike's hot.
Back live on the program, back at Sadies on 4th. Somebody needs to come and eat the other half of Van's chili rellenos.
It was too much. They feed you here. That's a whole ass plate of food. You could bring a date and order one thing. I recommend you ordering multiple things and trying all this delicious food here. But you could have one plate and share it.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
Also, they take really good care of me here, and I'm not sure that everyone gets that same treatment of that beautiful plate I was served.
Mike Tyson is 57 years old, Van.
Congratulations, Mike.
He's going to pound all of those 57 years of experience into Jake Paul's face. He's going to pound his face, Van. He's going to give him a face pounding.
So my prediction for the fight is Jake Paul comes out with earmuffs on.
Oh, so he doesn't hear bad words?
For protection against his little earlobes so they don't get bit off by Mike Tyson.
Do you remember in The Simpsons when Homer Simpson could take a punch from anyone and he had to fight Diedrich Tatum?
No, I do not.
I was just yesterday. We talked about Simpsons a little bit. This is what I'm talking about. Mike Tyson is going to pick this goober from his nose. Jake Paul has no chance. Quote from Mike Tyson, "I plan to finish him." That's what Ivan Drago said.
Mike Tyson is a stone cold killer.
Probably.
The most dangerous man in the history of boxing. But you led with it. It's 57. No offense to 57-year-olds. Jake Paul is like, what, 27? Mike Tyson has lived 2 full lives worth of Jake Paul.
And ruined many. Ask Robin Givens. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that he did that.
Yeah. He wasn't the best person.
No, he's not a good person.
He's a case study for a lot of awful things happening to a human being.
Correct.
And then that human being doing a lot more awful things to others.
I am never, ever, ever excited for someone to pass. I am excited for all the CTE in his brain that's discovered after he dies.
It's going to be just one big lump of CTE.
It will be. That's exactly what it'll be.
But he's like turned it around in the last decade or so. He's a different Mike Tyson.
I think it's a weed thing.
It's a weed thing. Yeah. It's a not boxing. It's a treated mental illness. And it is I stopped doing cocaine some time ago thing.
And also, to be really fair, no one's going to finish anyone here. This is an exhibition. They're just going to dance around the ring for the exact length of time that they're instructed to, which will be all the rounds, and it will end in a draw. They will pull punches on each other for how many rounds is this going to go? 12?
6, 7, 8, probably.
Cool.
It won't be a full boxing match.
But there will not be a TKO. There will not be a knockdown. Well, there'll be a knockdown. But
They'll each have one.
Yeah, and at the very end, it will be a draw. Promise you, bet you, the hook of this is not going to be the hooks in the ring. That is the truth.
I strongly disagree. Mike Tyson, I said this a mere 90 seconds ago, stone cold killer. He ain't got it in him to roll over, especially some young douchey white boy. Like, there is no way Iron Mike will go full-blown rabid tiger on this guy and give it all he's got. I don't think the fix is in because I don't think Mike Tyson will allow it. I think Jake Paul has fixed like 4, 5, 6 fights in a row or whatever.
Yeah.
And he thinks everyone's going to go with him. I don't think Mike Tyson is going to. I think Mike Tyson is going to treat it like a real fight, age notwithstanding, and go for the jugular.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube or your algorithm or whatever? And it's Mike Tyson giving like instructions or pointers to athletes, like aspiring boxers, and he's still like in the ring and he's moving quicker than anything you've seen. And for some reason, he like works out in only underwear, which is kind of weird to me.
I mean, he had the shortest shorts in the history of boxing.
He still
already.
Yeah. These are like beach wear. These are like 80s beach wear. These are the beach wear that Fletch would wear to the beach.
Is that a Fletch reference?
Yes, I went Fletch.
Okay. Strong reference. You just skip right over Magnum PI and you went Fletch.
Logan Paul's my favorite Paul, so if something bad happens to Jake Paul, I'm okay with that. Also, for a friend of the show, there are 2 Pauls. We need to be very clear on this. I know it's often confusing. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, 2 different people. Logan Paul, United States champion in the WWE. Jake Paul, about to make a bag off a fight with Mike Tyson, and I couldn't find the number. I was looking up the Netflix numbers. It's not like this thing's pay-per-view purse splitting.
Right.
Like, this has to be heavily underwritten by Right Guard or someone.
They're going to get paid an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
Just a stupid amount of money to do this. And I just hope Mike Tyson takes it seriously. I hope him and his 57 years of experience being the baddest dude on the planet actually go after him and doesn't just pull his punches and take a dive and lean into one in the 4th round or whatever, whenever they try to agree upon the script. And then he rolls over and Jake Paul gets to use that highlight and piggyback off of that highlight that he knocked down Mike Tyson for the rest of his days. I hope Mike Tyson comes after him and knocks his head off.
It would be the funniest stuff if he just killed him.
Not really. I don't wish death upon anyone.
No, but you know what I mean.
It's not like he's boxing Deshaun Watson. It's
that'd be the one.
Yeah.
That's the fundraiser right there.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to just smack the mouth off Deshaun Watson.
The Browns should do that and pay for that contract.
Amory, I don't know if the line is up on this thing yet, but can you go to BET Online? That is a betting website. It's called BET Online.
Okay.
And see what the numbers are on Mike Tyson biting off Jake Paul's ear. Can you see if I can put money on Mike Tyson chomping off a lobe from Jake Paul?
You don't need to go to Bet Online.
BET.
You just go to bet.com.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bet.
Go check the line on bet.com. I bet you won't.
No, I will not.
Have you seen? What do you think the odds are?
Well, I mean, how am I supposed to know?
I would say
No, just like
Jake Paul.
Who do you think is favored to win?
Jake Paul minus 170, Tyson plus 210.
No, it's going to be more extreme, but it's also going to be like the funny numbers that people will bet. So it'll be like Mike Tyson plus 420, Jake Paul minus 69,
minus 169.
Yeah, and then people will be like, those are the funny numbers. Let's go with those.
What July 20th, is that correct?
Yes.
July 20th at AT&T Stadium
in Dallas,
Texas.
Hey, we could get into this, but also there's another side of the thing, right? We're like, what if we all just looked away from the car wreck? You know, what if you and I
one
looked
pay
away?
attention?
What if
it's
all
Mike Tyson,
the friends
though.
of the
That's
show?
the problem. It's Mike Tyson. Like, despite all of his faults, despite all how horrible he was a person in the 80s, despite him cannibalizing another boxer's ear.
Yes.
Regardless of all that, I'm a Mike Tyson fan.
So
through and through. I love him so much.
It's Jake Paul minus 500, Mike Tyson plus 325.
It's a little bigger of a spread than I thought it would be.
I hope to make orphans of his children.
And it's going to be on Netflix.
So they're boxing July 20th, and then 6 months right after that, Jake Paul is going to dig up Muhammad Ali's body and go 8 rounds with him.
Well, your thing is stupid, but for real, he's going to fight Layla Ali. Like, there's going to be... Because boxing has fallen off so much, there isn't... The biggest draw in boxing is Jake Paul. That's how poor boxing is right now. And there's somebody out there listening who's like, Frank, you don't know anything about boxing.
It's Tyson Fury.
Frank, you don't know.
Still the big ticket.
The problem is he's not American. In America, for some reason, no, not some reason, the United States, I understand because of our history of success in the sport, thinks that it's primarily an American sport. It's a worldwide sport. Also, I do know quite a bit about this. I kind of live in this world, y'all. There's not boxing making draws like that. It's just not happening. No one is tuning in unless it's one of the Paul boys or the cast of Jersey Shore fights the cast of Saved by the Bell. Like, you have to have that type of stuff.
I haven't really, there's no big personalities right now, or at least that I know of. I haven't followed a boxer since Triple G kind of aged out of contention. He was my favorite. Like, Triple G, when he was in his prime, I was wildly interested in boxing. And it's kind of just fizzled out since. Hey, boxing fan, let me know. Who do I have to see? Who's must-see TV?
You remember when his brother fought Mayweather? So you could end up in a place where the Logan boys fight Mayweather and Tyson. And then what do? Classic WWE style. You need a rubber match. Tag team boxing after that. Tyson and Mayweather versus the Logan brothers. People would watch that. That's infinite money.
Friend of the show, Craig, the over-under should be on who would test positive for THC.
They're not going to test for that.
They're not testing for anything. They're not going to test for anything
What's
at
going
all.
to be tested is the patience of boomers watching this who for so many years were accustomed to turning on a Tyson's fight and then it being over 90 seconds later. Because this one's going to go 9 rounds. This is not going to be that.
I don't think that Tyson's got that off switch. I think he's going to turn it up to 11. This is the only one so far where I don't think the fix is in. Every single one of Jake Paul's other fights, I thought the fix was in. This one, I'm like, I don't think Tyson can turn it off.
It would have to be something for me like they get in a fight during walkouts or the introduction or the weigh-in. Or like I need all of that stuff. Like you have to treat this thing like what it is, which is sports entertainment and not sports.
I hope Classic Tyson comes back. We got a new Tyson quotable. He's got some of the best sports quotes of all time. Well, eat your babies. I'll bleep you till you love me. Like this, like I need something new. Come on, Mike, give me a new quotable, baby.
Wasn't that like a part of the contract when Paul fought the Woodley cat that they were doing a no knockout clause? Or am I making that up? Is that just a rumor?
I have no idea. Yeah, that one was soft.
That one was super
very soft.
Well, and he did a good
That one was too obvious.
Yeah. Well, and you can make a bunch of money going through and beating up, MMA guys that kind of know how to box.
Sure.
This is a different story.
Yeah.
This is a guy who was at the time the best one to ever do it. You could probably hit me with Foreman. You could probably hit me with Ali. The list is real short after that.
Prime Iron Mike, I put above anyone.
I'm that shade too young where I didn't fall in love with it.
Woo. That was a time. That was a moment in time. Oh God, it was the spectacle. The Super Bowl could suck it. Mike Tyson's next fight, that was the hotness.
Yeah.
That's what everyone showed up for. That's what everyone tailgated and went crazy for. Even if it lasted 90 seconds. It was the funnest 90 seconds you've ever had. Second funnest 90 seconds you've ever had.
Crazy that Jake is even doing it, though. Because it's like a lose-lose for him. Because you beat up the old man, you lose.
Yeah.
You lose the old man, you lose. The real win is the bag.
I don't think so. Well, they're both going to get the bag no matter what. If you lose to an old man, and that old man is Mike Tyson, you're okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Amory, is there a line on if Conor McGregor is there and if he challenges Jake Paul immediately after the fight to box?
I don't see anything yet.
Because that is the one that I would put money on the second it came out. Because these guys are storytellers and they know what they're doing. And then Conor McGregor is going to show up to WrestleMania. Oh, wait, this thing's after WrestleMania, isn't it? They're going to show up to whatever the next one is, taunt Logan Paul. Jake Paul will be in attendance. TKO owns everything now. I know they don't know boxing, but you get the point. We're going to be sports entertained for the longest time. Good job. Good job, all these cats. Good job to everyone figuring it out. Don't put money on it. It's not real. It's an exhibition.
Not for Mike. I don't think he's got it in him.
Do you think it's a ploy by Netflix to see how many accounts simultaneously sign in across the country, and then they can identify who's sharing passwords, and then they can get everyone for up subscriptions, or am I overreacting to this?
I think they'll just do that the next season of Stranger Things.
Are they doing another one?
More people will watch Stranger Things than this boxing match.
I've never seen Stranger Things.
Oh, you're missing out, buddy.
And I will watch this boxing match. Not a Stranger Things guy. And here's the reason why I've just never watched it. I don't know why I feel that way.
You hate kids.
I don't like kids in shows.
Yeah. I forgot. It's a good television program. Too many kids for you. It would drive you insane.
It would drive me insane. That Michael Thomas update, whenever we get back, it's 2 Men on 95.9 FM and AM 610 live from Sadies on 4th. Come hang out with your boys. We're on air till 6 o'clock. And then I'm recording a fun podcast immediately following this. The Going Over Show will be recorded live.
What?
Here at Sadies
What
tonight.
A bonus.
There you go. The sports animal.
This report is
clear 4 minutes.
KFC. KFC's new smashed potato bowl is here. Fries, mashed potatoes, cheese, and bacon come together to make a smashable snack. That's only $3.49. It's finger licking good.
Traffic right now, seeing more slowdowns westbound on I-40. Those are going to start as you approach Carlisle, and they're going to go all the way down to Coors. So be careful going through there. Southbound I-25 right now, approaching Osuna. Traffic's moving slow. Those slowdowns are going to last until Comanche. Also on northbound I-25, seeing slowdowns in a couple of places. The first between Gibson and Central. That's pretty typical for this time of afternoon. But traffic also moving slow again once you get past the interchange, and that'll last until Montgomery. Westbound Paseo right now between I-25 and the river, dealing with some slowdowns there. Also a bit of congestion headed west on Alameda as you approach the river.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Every year in March, 68 teams come together, all looking for one thing.
Ball fake, three, carries it.
To be NCAA basketball's top team.
3 seconds, no timeouts.
Catch the madness.
For the win!
Albuquerque's home, the final the other tournament game. This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
We've been a trusted partner to pros for over 30 years. With over 400 nationwide warehouses full of in-stock, job-ready inventory, you'll get what you need. And our exclusive pro pricing means that pros never pay retail. Because at LL Flooring, all we do is floors. So we're going to do it right. Sign up for a free pro account today to start getting pro benefits. LL Flooring, every step covered.
Hey everyone, it's Joe Montana. Spreading the word about pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older like me, you're at increased risk. So, what's the game plan? A strong defense. Pneumococcal pneumonia can strike at any time in any season, so you shouldn't wait to help protect yourself. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination today and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Remember last summer when 100-degree days made you wonder if your couch was going to spontaneously combust? Your swamp cooler is only designed to lower the inside temperature about 10 degrees. 100 degrees outside, you do the math. Don't wait until you're melting and your family is whining. Now is the time to call Enchanted Mechanical to switch to air conditioning. No more unbearable heat. No more swamp cooler conversions. You'll be the coolest dude in the neighborhood. Chill and visit the heating and cooling doctor. EnchantedMechanicalNM.com or call 321-4177.
To thank you for 40 unforgettable years, Dell Technologies is celebrating with anniversary savings on their most popular tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free.
What'd you say?
Recruiter.com/free.
Most people gamble. They visit a casino, buy a an online game.
What's that, friend?
Good.
Fun.
No, I'm saying that was someone told me that was a hack for when, you know, like when your phone hears you and it freaks you out. Someone told me to just make sure that's off.
Of New Mexico.
So maybe it's something else.
888-696-2440 is
All right, we're coming back in 30 seconds.
today. Find help at rganm.org.
Hey everybody, this is Dan Bespris, host of Fantasy NBA Today, a daily fantasy basketball podcast. We cover every box score from every game, every day. Plus bonus shows on buy low opportunities, players to stash, schedule analysis, and really anything you could need to smash your league into deliciously tiny pieces.
Catch the Fantasy NBA Today podcast, part of the Believe Network, on YouTube or wherever you listen.
The Sports Animal is now 27 years old. What we're saying is, it's now not creepy to tell us how good we look for our age. Just remember, we're not that kind of station. Creeper.
Here we go. Mike's hot.
In a must-win scenario last night, the Lobos did just that. A big one at home on senior night. We thought it would go this way. Amory, you thought it would be a little tighter, though. That was your opinion, as the Lobos were in control early, stayed out in front.
I did not think they were going to win by 21. I thought they were going to win by like 10 or 12.
Right. I love that they won. I love that
That's still a big win.
Oh, it's a big one. It's
what
a
I
huge
thought.
one. And to me, it is a excellent way to silence those that, for whatever reason, that identified as the Lobo fan base that had turned on the team. And it was done all over the court. You know, another banger from JT Toppin, because that dude can go. A world of talent from the players. The story of the game, though, is not the box score. The story of the game, though, is end of the second half and dirty pool, as some would call it. I might have said it was an errant hand. I don't know. But technicals galore, as flagrant twos and guys getting removed, and Jamal Mashburn Jr. saying goodbye to the pit the right way. What did he have? Do you have 19? 19 or 20?
Yeah.
20, 19? I don't know which one it was. 19?
And only 22 minutes, mind you.
Well, and the best part, Sebastian Forsling walking Mashburn out to the court with his fam, which is a why not moment.
Love it.
You know, just a lot of fun there, showing you the fellowship of the players on the squad and what they do. It was a big one. It was a big one last night. And then you get to what? You get to set the plate. You get to set the table for the upcoming is it Saturday night? So tomorrow
Saturday night.
Because that's going to be no joke. Got to win this one, and you have to play all the way up to the championship game in the Mountain West. You should win it. If you don't, you're not going to be playing in the NCAA tournament. And the next step, already you have to look ahead to Utah State. And, you know, it's difficult for these student athletes that won't be able to celebrate that big senior night win past last night. You know, it's on to the next one already.
For the kerfuffle,
okay,
for the dust up,
dumb word,
for the old Donnybrook right before halftime, I'm sure there's a lot of frustration.
Even a Donnybrook. It was just a wild swinging arm. You know, he's just trying to throw off the three-pointer with time expiring, and he just hits him in a sensitive spot.
Fresno State had a lot of frustrations because they were getting their asses whipped. No reason to sugarcoat it. Fresno State was getting worked, and the frustrations were showing. And look, that's what was supposed to happen. It was a 17-point spread by Vegas. Like, this is what you were supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, you know, senior night, that's great. Let's celebrate these young men. Everybody got in. Everybody played. It was a team effort. Almost everyone got a bucket. But the story is they beat the hell out of a team they're supposed to beat the hell out of. They played to their level, and they didn't play to the level of their opponent, which we've seen way too often from this Lobo team recently. Look, it could have been way worse. It could have been exponentially worse. Because, look, they shot.
If Isaiah Hill would have played in the second half, is that what you're trying to get to? Because that's the big turning point. Although the Lobos were in complete control in the first half, and I think they went into the half up 10, or if not 10, or not 10, 7.
Yeah.
But as they go into the half up 7, if Hill is there in the second half, who's like a leading scorer for the Bulldogs,
sure,
the guy who can play, it might not end up being that, and I don't know what the second half difference was, 7 or 8 again, but it might not end up being that big separation. They weren't up 7. What am I saying? Yeah, they were up 13.
13
I had it right.
at half, yeah.
So, I mean, they were in big control in the first half, but if Hill had been there in the second half, literally anything could have happened. But that flagrant 2 because of the rule book, because when House goes up for the 3, and I'm telling you, it was like a shoe kind of move.
Right.
It wasn't with an intent, in my opinion. But, I mean, the rules are the rules. So House gets frustrated, bangs the floor, grabs the tee, and then it's the flagrant 2. So whenever you come out, what's House doing to start the second half? He's shooting free throws. It's like, oh, okay, we get 3 points to start and the ball. Like, let's just win this thing on senior night at home. Good crowd, good energy, good job by the Lobos. We haven't been able to say that enough for a team that only has 8 losses on the season.
Look, and the Lobos shot under 40% from the field, 31% from three-pointer. Jalen House has got to turn it around ASAP. He cannot play like this and expect the Lobos to play any type of quality basketball in the Mountain West tournament or especially the NCAA tournament.
Bunch of friends of the show are here, so we'll step away. Whenever we get back, we wrap up the 5 o'clock hour. It's Tubing On live from Sadies on 4th. Come see your boys. As I'm going to tell you one last time why you're the worst NFL team in the league, Kansas City, and it's because you don't care about your fans' appendages. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored.
4 minutes.
Lowe's. At Lowe's, pros save big every day when you buy in bulk. Save 10% when you buy 230 or more. Select James Hardy fiber cement siding panels. Selection varies by location while supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details.
Well, traffic right now, we are dealing with slowdown southbound on I-25 as you approach Osuna. That's going to last until Comanche. Headed west on I-40 right now, starting as you approach Carlisle. You're going to see congestion, and that's going to stick around until Coors. Westbound Montano right now, between Coors, traffic moving slow in that area. Northbound I-25 got some slowdowns as well. Those start around Gibson. They last until Central. Headed west on Paseo right now. The river traffic moving slow there. And westbound on Alameda, 2nd Street to Coors. We've got slowdowns in that area also.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with More in the Morning.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
With CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by LL Flooring. LL Flooring, every step covered. I have Kirk Cousins landing in Atlanta. So how did the Vikings approach replacing Captain Kirk? Don't expect it to be Justin Fields, as I would be surprised if the Bears traded him in division to the Vikings. Ultimately, I think Minnesota signs Russell Wilson to a cheap one-year contract and then use their first-round selection on a quarterback in this upcoming NFL draft. And how's that for a plan? I'm Zach Doe.
The madness is coming.
All 6, 3, very good.
And 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal, has a million reasons to fill out a bracket with us. The $1 Million Bracket Challenge is back.
3 seconds, no timeouts.
Brought to you by Sandia Resort and Casino. Close to home, far from ordinary.
For the win!
Brush up on your college basketball picks and fill out your $1 Million bracket on sportsanimалabq.com.
Lobo fans, when you head to Vegas for the tournament, get off to a good start. Make your final stop at airport parking. Shuttles run every 4 minutes. The driver picks you up at your vehicle, drops you off at the terminal door, and helps you unload your luggage. Even better, at airport parking, it starts at just $4.95 per day. That's less than half of the $14 per day to park in the Sunport garage. Take exit 221 off I-25 toward the Sunport. Then take the first right to airport parking. Easier, quicker, smarter.
This is Safety Tavian Combs. Whether I'm on the football field or at Everguard Roofing and Solar, I believe teamwork is a cornerstone. Everguard leads the way for home and commercial roofing in New Mexico. Why choose Everguard? It's straightforward. They prioritize honesty and delivering top-notch work. I take immense pride in being a part of the Everguard team. In need of a reliable roof or considering solar, call 505-821-9543. That's 821-9543. Or visit everguardroofing.com today. Everguard Roofing and Solar, your dependable choice in New Mexico.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1225. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-777-1225. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-777-1225. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-777-25.
Got 30 seconds.
800-777-1225 or biglou.com.
Eric Strauss here. Spring is on the way. Colors are bursting. What about the color of your home? When you choose CertaPro Painters, you're not just choosing a service, you're choosing a partner in making your house your home. Painting is the easiest way to breathe new life into your home, whether you're prepping it to sell or want to fall in love with it all over again. Each CertaPro independently owned and operated right here in New Mexico. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
The Duke City's home for sports. 95.9 FM and 610. The Sports Animal.
The Kansas City Chiefs do not care about your appendages.
Never have.
The Kansas City Chiefs do not care about your digits, Van.
And they don't have to going forward, fortunately.
I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, and I give my left, you know what, for the Chiefs to win a big Super Bowl. You may recall, Van, a dumb number of Kansas City Chiefs fans went to a Miami Dolphins Kansas City Chiefs game where it was negative 27 degrees at kickoff. The bitter cold of January.
You don't think I'm a real Chiefs fan, Fred? I can count the number of Super Bowls on both my hands.
70% of patients that were referred to the Grossman Burns Center at Research Medical Center were individuals who were at the Chiefs and Dolphins game. Van.
Wild.
A guy had his finger amputated after he took off his gloves to put up his canopy for his tailgate. No, he didn't have it amputated that second, but you get the point.
Right. He only had to take his gloves off for 5 minutes to fix his canopy, and that was enough for his fingers to freeze off.
She's already seen dozens of frostbite patients that cannot recover. -4 degrees with a wind chill of -27. The fourth coldest game in NFL history. And it's a lifelong process to cure frostbite.
That would have been a sweet prop bet, like number of limbs lost versus Travis Kelce receptions. It would have been limbs lost.
I mean, good thing they won. Can you imagine losing a limb and your team doesn't even win?
I couldn't imagine being out in that cold of weather at all, period, ever.
You know where I watched that game from? The comfort and warmth of my living room.
Mm-hmm. Could have moved it to Miami.
2 fans have had amputations.
Wait, is it only 2?
No, 2 so far.
I think we're getting conflicting reports.
It's 2 so far.
There's more.
Oh, the frostbite number is gigantic.
Yeah.
Yeah. The already amputated, these
Correct.
other people could still be amputated.
Correct, yeah. There's dozens. There's dozens of, I don't know what to call them here. Let me conjure up a word.
Idiots.
Idiots. They're idiots.
Hey, Marie, we're giving you a perfect chance here to do a let's give these Chiefs fans a hand joke. Do you want to do it or do you want me to?
No, I want you to.
Let's give them a hand, guys. Way to
Now,
go.
hold on.
Yeah.
Don't point fingers, Fred. You don't know whose fault this is.
Can you imagine picking the Chiefs to win and then never being able to pick your nose again?
Look, I told you this was going to happen.
That's a good one. I'm going to go out on a limb here, guys.
Okay.
Don't go to a game if it's -27 degrees. None, Amory? You got none?
I would never go to a game in general if it was that cold.
That's more factual than joke, but yes.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. There aren't blue jeans thick enough. No.
You need to.
Blue jeans? What about like snow pants?
Sure.
You think I live in the desert? I don't own snow pants.
You need to arm yourself with a thicker jacket.
I just show up in a wheelchair with my favorite fleece blanket. 2 men on, live from Sadies, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Yeah, good job.
Good job.
We are dealing with slowdowns and a few spots right now. We'll start with westbound on I-40, starting right around Carlisle. You're going to see slowdowns, and those slowdowns last at least until Coors, maybe a little further down than that. Southbound I-25 right now, approaching Osuna, traffic's moving slow. Those slowdowns will last until Comanche. Westbound Montano right now, seeing more congestion as you approach Rio Grande. That's going to last until Coors. Also, westbound on Paseo between I-25 and the river, traffic moving slow in that area. Northbound on I-25 between Gibson and Central, I think there was a slowdown there. And westbound Alameda, 2nd Street to Coors, traffic moving slow through there.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Come to Audible and discover the best selection of audiobooks without exception. Bestsellers, new releases, plus podcasts and exclusive Audible originals. You'll find everything you love all in one place. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Do you remember when the Lakers...
Hey, Marie, can we do the Isham soundbite of the day when we get back?
Except about 10 seconds. Was all about...
What is it?
I thought Van sent it to you. I'm sorry. I asked him to email it. He probably didn't, knowing him.
Aw, Vanny.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know why he's like that.
He's nice to me.
Yeah, he's nice to you. He can make your job easier.
It's not that serious.
And tanked.
You see there's a Lay Lobo game Monday?
And out came the
No, what time?
And the pitchforks for you-know-who head coach.
It says, we play the Mountain West tournament, I'm assuming.
Do we seen that?
It'd be at 5:30 or 6.
6 is what I
Crazy
see.
on him last
Yeah.
Coach.
Okay.
I'm guessing pregame.
Maybe
Yeah.
you look in the mirror for once.
You want headlines?
Being Combs.
No,
whether
I
I'm
want
on the
that
football
soundbite.
field or at Everguard
Okay, well,
is a cornerstone.
not the racist one.
And
No,
commercial
he
roofing
should
in New
have sent another
Mexico.
one already.
Why choose Everguard? It's straightforward. They
It's in the group
prioritize
text.
honesty and delivering top-notch work. I take immense pride in being
That's
a part
not
of
the
Everguard
audio.
team.
That's just the story.
Or considering
Oh,
solar.
never mind. He
call
really half-assed it.
505-821-9543. That's
Well, you guys can do some witty banter, and I'll just pull it up. What is it? I can look it up.
the choice in New Mexico.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler.
Even if you send it to a group chat, I can email it to myself real quick.
Me with everything I love.
Yeah, I got one.
I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And
There,
since
this one's
partnering
even
with
better.
Apellis, I've
Use
learned
this
it's
one.
an advanced form of dry AMD called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, colors appear
I would bet
dull
there's not
or
a
washed
soundbite
out.
of this.
For others, hazy or
Cowboys
blurred
thing, man.
vision make it hard to see details.
It's
like
just probably
fine
just talking
print
to
on
her
postage
like an hour ago.
stamps.
So it's probably just
Many
talking to
have
a
trouble.
reporter.
So it's Jared Goff, right?
Is it Jared Goff?
GA
Yes,
gets worse over time.
Yeah,
and
he said
cannot
yes.
be reversed.
Okay, I'm gonna email it to me right now.
Don't wait.
Yeah, this is hilarious if you haven't heard
Treatments
this story.
are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to
And it's perfect for Isham Dental.
KG40BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now batting for the sports animal. Your afternoon drive.
I just email it to myself.
Cool. Thank you.
Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle,
Amory Castilla. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Mike's hot.
Back live from Sadies on 4th. You can come down and see actual radio celebrities, but not us. Eddie Haskell's here.
Yeah. Always enjoy my time with the legend Eddie Haskell
He's nice, dude.
when he's in the house.
He's like a nice dude.
I have the soundbite.
Got our Isham Dental soundbite of the day. 3900 Eubank Boulevard, Northeast, Suite 5. That's 505-881-0422. Isham Dental, abq.com. They're affordable denture repair. And don't forget, Van, they probably accept Cornucopia, Delta Dental, Cigna, MetLife, United Healthcare, Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medical Presbyterian, Centennial, and, of course, Medicare A and B, Van. Sounds to me like they can help those in need. Three appointments is all it takes to walk out with a new smile. You know how I know?
You did it.
I did it. I got brand new teethers, and they look good.
I went and toured the office today.
It's wild nice, right?
Impressive facility.
How good were those smiles in that?
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's even better on the way out.
Hi-oh. Hey, Marie, the Isham soundbite of the day.
He must have a fake tooth. I'm not sure which one it is, but
nice.
It like fell out when he was speaking during the team meeting. And then he just kind of picked it up, put it back in, and just like kept moving along. And to be honest, I forgot about that until St. Brown brought it up. But yeah, that was probably last training camp, I think, 2 years ago.
That was a free commercial for TikTok, I guess.
Yep.
That was Jared Goff talking about his coach, Dan Campbell. He was giving a rah-rah speech. A tooth popped out of his mouth.
During the speech.
Reaches down, picks up the tooth, puts it back in his mouth.
Oh, it was a cap.
And keeps the speech going.
It was like a crown.
By the way, Dan Campbell, see our friends at Isham Dental.
Oh, Isham Dental. This is an old pro wrestling move where you have a piece of gum in your mouth throughout the whole match, and you just cheek it throughout the match, and then you take like a super kick to the face or whatever, and you
forever.
The crowd goes, "Oh my God, they broke his face in half."
It's the old ketchup packet trick, if you will.
What is that?
You got a little ketchup packet in your hands, and you act like you get cut or something, and you leak the ketchup packet all over your appendage, and people freak out, and children start crying, and your quarterback starts telling stories that are crazier than they actually are.
I think I've told you this before. Coaches that have to give rah-rah speeches don't have good teams. Like, good teams don't need rah-rah speeches. I've been over this a million times. Guys are tuned out to it by the time they get to the NFL. They've heard it in pee-wee football. They heard it in middle school football. They heard it in high school football. They heard it in college football. By the time you get to the NFL, you have the best of the best dudes that have ever played the game, or at least are currently alive playing the game. They don't need the old Newt Rockney speech. They don't need that, Van.
I'll tell you why you're wrong. That's exactly why they need it, because they've been hearing it their whole lives, and that's the only way that they can get pumped up. They can't do it. They can't do it without it.
Oh, they absolutely
You got to give them the rah-rah. You need a Coach Campbell. You need a Ray Lewis.
And whatever
you want me on that wall.
No.
You need me on that wall.
Here's what the Lions need. They need Ric Flair to come in for $650 and just go, woo!
Wait, we figured it was significantly more pricey than that.
I'm just playing the odds, really.
Sure.
But that's what I'm getting to. And if you are going to risk it by doing an unnecessary speech, if that is your plan, the whole thing is ruined. The whole point is lost if your canine is laying on the floor, because it's just guys going, is that his tooth?
That makes it exponentially cooler. Like, he is so passionate about whatever he was talking about that his tooth fell out and flew out of his mouth. He had the wherewithal to pick it up and put it back in his mouth and continue the joke.
It wasn't wherewithal, Van. He didn't have his head on a swivel. He's so accustomed to this stupid tooth blowing out of his mouth that he knew exactly what it felt like. He knew exactly the action he had to take to put the thing back in. Call Isham Dental.
Please.
Go get that thing permanently attached to your head. Set yourself up for success moving forward, and all the boys will stop laughing at you.
I don't think anybody's laughing at Dan Campbell. Maybe it's just a test to see who's soft on his team.
Oh, like the Emperor's New Clothes?
Like one of them fainted, just like, you're off. Cut him. That was Jenkins. Cut him.
The sight of root canal really can't handle.
He can be concussed, but if he sees a tooth, he's done.
Is he he's got to be a Copenhagen guy, right? Dan Campbell seems to me like he's a skull man.
He's got to be a Zen bro.
Do you think?
He historically used to be a Cope dude.
Yeah.
Now he's a Zen bro for sure.
Football players don't really mess with that. That's more of a baseball thing.
It's 100% a baseball thing.
Yeah. There's some football players that I'm not saying they don't,
Yeah.
but you don't take it out on the field.
No, you don't do it on the field.
No, it's not
at
on the
all.
sideline. Like you don't need it at practice.
A lot of athletes use nicotine.
A lot of human beings.
Yeah. It is a nootropic.
What's that word?
Nootropic. It's like a brain vitamin. It increases your focus.
What?
Yeah, nicotine increases focus.
I've never heard that.
For short jolts at a time.
So if
It's
I
a
do
cousin
one,
of caffeine. You want one? You want to try it right now? I got some in my pocket.
No, I have new teeth.
You can't offend Scott Isham from Isham Dental on the very same segment where we're pumping his product.
No, don't work like that. Let's get a little soundbite. Make sure you check out Scott Isham over at Isham Dental, ishamdentalabq.com. Thank you for your soundbite of the day. Whenever we get back, today's NFL headlines is 2 Men On, live from Sadies on 4th, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
In traffic right now, we are dealing with slowdowns in a few spots right now. We'll start with westbound on I-40, starting right around Carlisle. You're going to see slowdowns, and those slowdowns last at least until Coors, maybe a little further down than that. Southbound I-25 right now, approaching Osuna, traffic's moving slow. Those slowdowns will last until Comanche. Westbound Montano right now, seeing more congestion as you approach Rio Grande. That's going to last until Coors. Also, westbound up Paseo between I-25 and the river, traffic moving slow in that area. Northbound on I-25 between Gibson and Central. And westbound Alameda, 2nd Street to Coors, traffic moving slow through there.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Telling it like it is.
Now, I don't think Atlanta is the best place for Justin Fields. I think he's better served because he's not a refined quarterback yet. I think he's better served. But Denver has Giants have one. They don't want. So I think Atlanta is the best place for him beyond those two.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM. And Sports Animal.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/JIS.com/JOY.
Hey, Joe Montana here. Back in my football days, I on defense. Now I'm sharing for health against pneumococcal pneumonia, a bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older or 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like diabetes or asthma, you're at increased risk. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and learn more at NOWpneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer. Did you know that nearly 75% of people say family is their top priority, but only 50% have life insurance? It's not too late to give your loved ones a gift they can count on this month with coverage through SelectQuote. When my husband and I went to SelectQuote.com, we had quotes from multiple carriers in minutes. Then, an experienced licensed insurance agent helped us find the right coverage for our budget. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy a month. My husband's also 40. At his $500,000 was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Show your love this month by protecting your family's future. Some policies are less than $1 a day.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-242-3311 or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-242-3311. 1-800-242-3311. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Thanks for calling Toyota.
My kids are really excited about spring break, so I'm looking for a new Toyota to help make it amazing.
Imagine you and the kids in a Tundra on your way
To the lake to go speedboating.
Or even taking a RAV4
to an animal sanctuary to pick guns.
All right, so the women
Sounds
play
like your kids aren't the only ones excited
5:30
about
on
spring break.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today. Toyota, let's
They
go
win, they
places.
play
Dealer
at
inventory
8
may
on
vary. See your participating
Tuesday.
Toyota dealer for details.
Visit your Albuquerque Santa Fe Toyota
Monday
dealer
will be
today.
short.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Joe Montana here. Back in my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia, a bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older or 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like diabetes or asthma, you're at increased risk. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones
Here we go.
done.
Don't miss the with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Here we go.
FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
I missed my cough button.
Now it's time for mandatory NFL headlines with Amory.
Kicking off headlines with the one and only Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, good start. Good choice.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers seems to have a new retirement timeline as of today. New York Jets quarterback reveals how long he hopes to play in the NFL. After getting back on the field after his torn Achilles in December, he knows he wants to do this like Tom Brady. He wants to play 2 to 4 more seasons.
2 to 4?
Yeah.
Look, he's going to hoist that trophy at the end of this season, and he's going to walk off into the sunset as an NFL first ballot Hall of Famer. An argument, never the right answer, but an argument for the GOAT and a both Packers and Jets legend.
He wants to retire at 44, which will be 4 seasons.
Yeah.
If he wins the Super Bowl this year, which he will, then that's all he needs is that one more ring to be GOATed.
Yeah.
He will just say anything at a very calculated time to stay in the news.
Correct.
That's his thing.
Yep.
Yeah, but he also stays in the news because he is one of the best. That I know you might not like him personally and his views and whatever, but as a football player,
yeah,
I could see him playing a couple more years.
He's the GOAT regular season
Oh
quarterback.
my God, guys, he's okay.
History.
He looks really good compared to the booty that's in the league now.
History of the NFL. He is the GOAT regular season quarterback. This isn't up for debate.
Okay, so Dalton Schultz, tight end now for the Houston Texans, sat down for an interview recently.
Oh, okay.
And someone asked him because he was on the Dallas Cowboys for 5 years before he joined the Houston Texans.
Smart going for
and
a
someone
ring.
asked him, what's the difference between playing on the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys? He said, in the Houston Texans focus is just football. The Dallas Cowboys, literally a zoo.
He was saying that when he was like in the weight room, they would just take people on tours of the facilities while he's working out and like exercising. They had one-way glass in the weight room where people would just like watch him like a zoo and knock on the window. Like you're not supposed to tap on the aquarium walls. People were tapping on the Cowboys walls.
He went on to
It
say,
is wild.
He went on to say, where are all these weird waist-high holes in the bathroom stalls?
Okay, that's not a mirror. It's not a mirror is what you're describing.
My bad.
A lot of safeties are upset in the NFL because they're getting cut during leading up to free agency in the new NFL. The safeties, the new running backs of the league.
Always have been.
It's the
No, scratch that. Middle linebacker.
Oh,
middle
linebackers.
Middle linebackers, the running back.
Yeah. I
don't agree with Fred. Linebackers are useless. But if you're going to get rid of one defensive position, it's the middle linebacker.
And all safeties are the lowest paid position in the game, which tracks. The ones that are real good, you can put them in the slot, so they're like nickel corner guys. The ones that can play the run, you put it outside linebacker. Yeah, you don't need them. You just don't need them. Get rid of them all. Also, you'll just sign them like right after you figure out what opponent in your division drafted really fast wide receivers out of Texas, and then you'll know like who needs a safety then.
You need the biggest guy in the history of the world to be your interior defensive lineman. Everybody needs one of those. Run stuffer on top of the center and the guard. You need two guys who are bigger and faster and stronger than your offensive linemen. And then after that, you need 8 fast outside linebackers. Because the outside linebackers now are just as fast as the cornerbacks and the safeties.
Yeah.
They're just molding. They're all, except for the huge friggin' guys. That's the second Boondock Saints reference of the program.
Nice.
Except for
I
those
love Boondock
huge friggin' guys. Everyone is just a hybrid outside linebacker now. That's what everybody is. They're turning into the exact same player. Everyone's the exact same player. Except for Sauce Gardner. He's like scary skinny. He needs to eat this offseason.
He's so tall.
He's long.
He's long and tall. Yes. Yes.
Is he nice? I can't tell.
He's nice, except he has like 30 million people around him when he's walking around. Majority of them women.
He had the biggest entourage at the Super Bowl.
I feel like next to Prime. Yes.
I didn't even see Prime.
Because you couldn't see him with all the people he walked in with Radio Row.
Yeah, couldn't see through that sea of humans.
Okay, 28-year-old running back Austin Eckler is another top running back that is heading the market this free agency. There are only 4 teams he is possibly going to: the Houston Texans, Los Angeles Rams, Philadelphia Eagles, or Kansas City Chiefs. Where will he land?
He's 100% an Eagle. It's not even close.
I love how Patrick Mahomes is going to get every single good offensive free agent, and they're going to win their 3rd Super Bowl in a row next year with a ridiculous super team. They're getting everyone.
If they sign Austin Eckler, the Chiefs, he's playing wide receiver.
He's playing both already. He's always done that.
They won Super Bowls without wide receivers. They're going to continue to do that with Austin Eckler in the slot.
No, think about it. They got Austin Eckler and like 3 new good wide receivers.
White or
they
white?
Go undefeated. Well, one white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the game plan.
Got to get one.
They read Patriots book.
Yep, over the middle.
Mm-hmm. Locker room
I
guy.
got a couple more for you. New head coach Dave Canales said this is not the situation for quarterback Russell Wilson when asking if he was going to entertain the option in Carolina.
Entertain the option? They already got younger, crappier Russell Wilson already. His name's Bryce Young. It's the same guy, but shorter and not as talented.
I don't hate the idea that he's going to be like shut downy and blunt and be like, hey, we already got our guy under center.
You don't want him.
Yeah. Also say, I'm just here to coach the guys we got. Mm-hmm. You know, that sounds like a GM question. There's a way to do that. That's more of an example in year one, I think. But I like that he's behind his guy, even though his guy's right now not that good.
Hey, Wilson, huh? Like the volleyball?
Yeah.
Or like Tim the Toolman Taylor's neighbor? Which one?
Both very good.
Mm-hmm. I don't want any 3 of those Wilsons.
My least favorite Wilson is Wilson Smith.
Wilson Smith. I don't think that's his first name.
I tried.
All right, Wilson Phillips it is.
Oh, nice.
Nice. New York Giants tight end Darren Waller plans to make decision on retirement, quote unquote, pretty soon.
Oh, do it. If I had the chance to make a decision on that, I would say yes.
They just keep handing him giant bags of money, and he keeps underperforming. Like, save yourself. Like, you beat drug addiction. Like, you're healthy now. You got a good support network. You got all the money. Like, all that damage you did to your brain with sex, drugs, and rock and roll, don't do it with CTE too. You already did one. You can't have both.
You have to have enough money, though, because with that neck tattoo, he's not going to get hired again. So I say if there's one more bag, get the bag. Otherwise, retire and launder a bunch of money through Tight End University.
Smart.
A lot of NFL players signed some contracts, but the Bears spent the most money on Jalen Johnson. He agrees to a new $1 million contract today.
He's good. This is just a sign that the Bears are finally moving forward, and they think they have a team, and they want some other people to join them. They got a ton of money to spend. They're about to have Caleb Williams. It's like, it's go time, guys.
That's the highest.
We will pay you.
That's the highest guaranteed van for that position.
Yeah.
$54.4 million.
He's good. It's hard to say somebody's completely worth it because you can't predict the future, but he's worth it.
It's not the worst deal because the average is not bad.
Right.
Like, the guarantee is a little high. I'm not going to say it's not. But over the course of 4 years, I mean, if he plays 4, I think you're doing fine. If you cut him after 2, which is realistic, okay. Deal's not bad for anyone. I'm in on everyone wins. This seems like everyone mutually wins.
They got their elite cover corner. They got an elite rusher. They got an elite lineman. They got a way above average linebacker. They got the bones for a good defense.
Well, if you are a Bears fan and you're like, they're just a safety away, there's a bunch of those available right now too.
Yeah, no one else wants them. You get a whole bunch of them.
And lastly, I'm going to finish NFL headlines on this. A lot of Patriots players are finding new energy and new life under new head coach Gerard Mayo.
Is he coming into this season in the best shape of his life? Like, what is this?
That's what I'm wondering. New
quote?
energy and new life.
Yeah, because they got rid of the
mostly
old,
by offensive linemen.
They got rid of the old pissed off curmudgeon. Bill Belichick walks in the room and everyone's just like, oh, God, why? Retire. Of course, they got a cool, young, fun guy. Of course they're happy.
Is Bobby Wagner on that team? Because didn't he one time say he never puts Mayo on anything?
Really?
Yeah, that's it.
No, Bobby Wagner's on the Seattle Seahawks. Well, now he's a free agent.
So he could be on that team? Because if Mayo put him on the Patriots, that's ironic because he's never put Mayo on anything.
Kraft makes tons of other wonderful products, Fred.
Guys, it's just like they haven't even practiced yet. And I'm not trying to be like overly critical, but why are you going to say some dumb stuff about new life or enthusiasm when you haven't even practiced yet?
You haven't done anything. There's nothing good to say, so you're reaching for headlines.
They're like, hey, we're going to go 4-13 this year, and Patriots fan is like, that's an improvement.
It's better.
Yeah, like we're
It's
on
better.
Right direction. I almost feel like there's like a joke that I'm missing with some of this stuff.
Oh, there's tons. I just get so frustrated with coach speak, front office speak, like cliched football speak.
Yeah. And when this stuff starts to roll out, you're like, oh, I'm just a month away from best shape of my life comments.
Coming.
I'm just a month away.
It's coming.
From couldn't wait to finish the offseason. I'm just,
Hey, he's never been hungrier.
He
was good last year.
Yeah.
This year he's got that look in his eye.
He really doesn't have a ceiling, Van.
The only ceiling he's got is the one that he self-imposes on himself. All pro season coming for player X.
Well, hey, guys, I know we haven't been to training camp yet or even had a practice, but I heard they put in new ping pong tables at the facility.
I mean, he's really a player's coach. You can tell.
They have like $100 million in cap space. They have, Amory, what else? They got like a dozen draft picks. Is this right? whatever players are currently talking, that's not the team that's going to be there.
6 or 7 of those guys. Hopefully not Mac Jones if they want to win some games.
Did they win 3 games last year? 2, 3?
They could have lost them all.
Hey, Gerard Mayo really turned the locker room around. No, literally, the odds are now on the right side and the evens are on the left. It's kind of crazy, but the thing's completely turned around. He took the women's restroom sign, put it on the men's restroom, and then took the men's restroom sign and put it on the women's.
Whoa.
It's completely turned around.
The Patriots were 4-13 this past season.
Okay, so most of my jokes were bad because I didn't know their crappy record, but you get the point.
I mean, it's probably 2 more wins than they should have had.
Also, who's Matthew Judon?
He's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good. He's a player.
Outside.
He's a player.
Isn't he an outside linebacker?
Yeah, he's like a defensive end, outside linebacker hybrid. Boy can play.
Okay, it looks like he's in a contract year too, so he's starting early.
Yeah, he's gonna have like the best year of his life.
We got to guess where we get back, Van?
Well, I hope so.
Same. It's 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is
there.
ExpressPros.com. Let Express Employment Professionals help you hire for contract or full-time jobs. Forget about posting jobs, sifting through resumes, and interviews with unqualified applicants. Go to ExpressPros.com to find the location near you. That's ExpressPros.com.
And traffic right now, we are dealing with slowdowns in a few spots right now. We'll start with westbound on I-40, starting right around Carlisle. You're going to see slowdowns, and those slowdowns last at least until Coors, maybe a little further down than that. Southbound I-25 right now, approaching Osuna, traffic's moving slow. Those slowdowns will last until Comanche. Westbound Montano right now, seeing more congestion as you approach Rio Grande. That's going to last until Coors. Also, westbound up Paseo between I-25 and the river, traffic moving slow in the area. Northbound on I-25 between Gibson and Central, beginning with a slowdown there. And westbound Alameda, 2nd Street to Coors, traffic moving slow through there.
This message is brought to you by the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish. TJ Trout here, and spring fishing in New Mexico is fantastic. Take it from me. For more information or to go buy your license online, visit the Department of Game and Fish website at wildlife.state.nm.us. Get out and fish, New Mexico.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Mark Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Arizona continues to make its case for
All
a
right.
1 seed. Chris Mack here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Tennessee continued their push for a top line in March with their latest win last night. Tonight, Arizona will try to keep pace. The Wildcats visiting UCLA as a 9-point road
It seems
favorite.
really
The
low.
BetQL model backing Arizona. BetQL with the number at Arizona by 12. I'm Chris Mack. Bet smarter. Beat the books. Download the BetQL and BetMGM apps today.
Nothing beats homemade. With every ingredient, there is authenticity, handcrafted to make you savor every single bite. And there is no better place to enjoy the Frontier restaurant, because Frontier has been perfecting their New Mexican-style homemade dishes for more than 50 years. From their delicious green chili stew and pozole to their famous breakfast burritos. Frontier thanks to UNM Sound Pack and Spirit Squads for their contribution to keeping the Lobo spirit alive. Join Frontier in supporting the UNM Lobos.
If you're a pro and flooring is your game, we'll help you win it. Because at LL Flooring, all we do is floors. You want decor? You want plumbing? LL Flooring has been helping pros knock it out of the park for over 30 years. Visit one of our 400
What's up?
nationwide warehouses for one-on-one service,
Way better.
extensive inventory, and exclusive pricing. Get the pro treatment you deserve. Enroll today, online or in-store. LL Flooring.
Yeah, this is great.
Every step covered.
What's good?
3 little words
Stuff
no
we
parent
talking
wants
about?
to hear.
Yeah.
My tummy
Hello,
hurts.
testing,
And it always
testing.
seems to happen at the
Patch
worst
green
times.
chili
Like in the
peppers.
middle of the morning rush when
Yeah,
you still
please,
have
as you
homework to
always
check
do.
and lunches to pack. And of course, you're
Yeah,
already
just
late for
mute it
work.
for a little bit, Carla.
Luckily, there's Pepto Kids. Pepto
I need
Kids
to re-up
gummy-
my salsa cabinet.
You guys good?
Yeah, you were talking
Turning
back
those
to us,
3
though,
words
not
into
Carlisle.
these 3 words. I feel better.
Well, I know because you both are going to hear me.
Okay.
So kids gummies, fast support.
Deal with it.
And it wasn't on air. It was in program.
Diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent
What do you
disease.
need? Salsa?
Addie Postlewaite had a life-changing
Sometimes
experience
I
when she went to
feel
Coleman Vision.
like I
I'm Jeff
don't
Symbieta.
have
Addie,
a
please.
partner.
Before
I'm going to have to help Carlisle when you guys come back.
LASIK with Dr. Coleman. I had really bad vision and I could not live without my glasses or contacts.
Because we're hanging with Gilbert.
Sounds like you really needed a solution. So what happened next?
So I had my procedure with Dr. Coleman and I was able to see amazing as soon as I sat up from the procedure table.
Try green chili.
And it's nice to wake up every morning to see my family's faces clearly.
Yeah, I know the story. You'll hear life-changing stories like
One more minute.
One
Coleman's
more
patient.
minute.
Another minute.
He's world-renowned for LASIK, and he's right here and out.
We've been running behind.
Oh, yeah.
See better. He did it for Addie. He did
Yeah,
it for me.
I was supposed
You're good now.
I got here at
call the
5:15.
505-821-8880. If you'd like to ditch your glasses or
And you guys
contacts,
are
call
done, yeah.
505
Which is way more important.
821-8880 or go to
No, I get it.
colemanvision.com.
To thank you for 40
Did you guys talk about Mike
years,
Evans?
Dell Technologies is celebrating with anniversary savings on their most popular tech.
No.
For a limited time
You're
only.
talking
Save
this
on
week,
select
yeah.
next gen
It was this week. It was 2 days ago.
Intel
I'll
Core
never remember
processors
any
and
of that.
more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories.
What is
When
he
you
gonna
shop
do?
online at
He said something was gonna change the world.
Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to
Wait, man.
30 seconds.
and
30
free
seconds.
shipping on everything. Again, that's
That
Dell.com/deals.
will change the world.
Getting quality
Evans did.
employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding
Evans
those
did.
people can be a
And
major
then
hassle.
I heard
Baker
rumors
Unless
that
you use
Baker was
ZipRecruiter.
supposed to announce on
ZipRecruiter makes finding
Wednesday.
quality people a
The
breeze.
contract was
ZipRecruiter's
done.
advanced
Just
technology
after that
identifies
announced.
candidates
Now
with
Baker's
the
gonna
right
back out.
skills.
And
Sends
Evans
you great
will go
matches. Then you can easily
It's like,
invite
go
them
give
to
me
apply.
Russell Wilson.
4 out of 5 employers
your
who post
favorite
on
Evans?
ZipRecruiter get a
My
quality
favorite
candidate
Evans?
within the first day. See for yourself.
Sloppy
Here we go.
thirds from Faith Evans.
Free.
Yeah.
To try ZipRecruiter for free. That's
Bob.
ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Are you amped?
Don't
Don't
do
do that.
Down on the
Don't
floor.
do that. Come on, Bob. The Jim Rome Show.
Sweet, that's
Weekdays
right,
at
that's right.
10 on 95
Here we go.
FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Back live at Sadies on 4th. And if you're watching us on the live stream, facebook.com/talkabq, youtube.com/talkabq1943. Wearing a new shirt. What does it say right here, boys? Help me read it here.
That would say Hatch Green Chili Peppers.
And
right.
And
what
it is a green Zia in the style of, I've heard some band
Okay.
looks a little bit like that.
I love this new shirt. Gilbert, welcome back to the show, brother. How
You
are
look
you?
good in that shirt. That fits you very well.
Are these on the rack now? Can we just come down and get them right now?
We even have some sleeveless designs. It's warming up. Yeah.
This one's going to become sleeveless now that you just said that.
Love it. Yeah, so those of you who pump the iron, want to show off. Those of you who don't, who just want to show off, like my arms would just
Yeah.
be toothpicks. Yeah, come on down.
Gilbert Sanchez covered for me last week. I was at Duke City Championship Wrestling, and all the email and feedback said that you're way better than me. You should have this job, and I should consider a career path elsewhere.
I don't believe those were ever sent. I would like that would help me to feel better about myself.
Because your family sent this?
Yes. Yeah, it's
Sure.
probably my dad was.
Do it.
Dad, guess what? I'm going to be on the show. Send an email.
You got to tell him next time he does that he needs different email addresses.
Then
he can't send me different people's names
Yeah.
at the bottom, but it's the same email address.
A bunch of Sanchez's.
Yeah. And one's Unc, and the other one's Auntie. And you're like, this doesn't.
All right.
This
That
doesn't.
that makes me feel better than how I felt after. It is a nerve doing that long of a show. I mean, kudos to you guys just having to, continually just come up with great content and good stuff to talk about. I mean,
Mostly we just talk about the delicious food at Sadie's on 4th.
that helps.
And you can come and eat with us every single Thursday. We're on air till 6 o'clock tonight. We're gonna record Going Over after this. So we're gonna record the fun podcast after this too.
Oh, you're gonna hang out and do some going over
Yeah,
too?
you want to talk a little pro wrestling?
Let's do it.
How
You know you're man slamming.
I love men slamming each other in a ring.
You didn't have to say in a ring.
Yeah.
I felt like I had to add that in there.
You didn't have to.
In shorts.
How are you handling the Sting retirement?
He probably one of my favorite of all time.
Yeah,
so,
no, he's everyone's favorite of all time.
Yeah, I didn't. But I'm not the biggest AEW fan, so I didn't watch it. Sorry.
Well,
isn't that bad?
I watched it because my algorithm made me. That the Allen kid jumping through a glass table.
Yeah, I did see that. That was
I saw that a bunch. That was a big deal.
I also felt like that overshadowed. Like you're seeing more of that than Sting retiring, and I was a little frustrated about that because I did see that on the algorithm, saw it on the X, the Twitter bird, whatever you want to call it.
Sting wrestled in 4 different decades.
Wow,
which 4?
80s.
Okay.
90s.
Okay.
Thousands.
Uh-huh.
Teens. 20s.
Okay, that's 5.
That's wild, dude.
Okay. If you would have said like the Roaring 20s was one of them, I'd be like, that's wild, bro. How'd he do that?
The current 20s is one of them.
Yeah.
Not roaring.
We're not roaring?
Not roaring.
No.
Well, and the interesting part about Sting retiring is Sting wore the makeup for so many years of his career. You know, he started in the 80s, didn't wear it, put it on mid-90s, and wore it forever. So he was like ageless, man. Like whenever your face is covered up, you don't look older.
He did it the right way.
Yeah. Like this is about as smart as you can be in the world of, I got longevity. I got no bags under my eyes because I got no eyes.
So the sun never hit his face.
It's a straight.
He never aged.
It's like a straight rip from The Crow.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know he owns the copyright to Sting, and Sting, the performer, has to pay him $1 a year for it?
Really?
Yeah.
Smart.
Wow.
What part is smart?
Steve Irwin didn't get a cut either.
Why would he be Sting? Because he was killed by a stingray. Okay.
I don't know about that one. No, that did happen, but
Gilbert Sanchez joining us of Sadies. Does the menu change going into Spring, Gil? Is there anything new to expect? What's up here at Sadies?
Yeah,
on
so we
4th?
got a lot of fun stuff going on right now. We have some spring specials, a lot of shrimp, some shrimp cocktails, some shrimp tacos.
For the Lent. For the Lent.
Yes, not in your pocket, but
No.
Lent. Yeah. So we got that going on. We have some fun St. Patrick's Day stuff coming up here. We got a Irish margarita with some Jameson orange.
Smart.
Feliz San Patricios.
Sí, sí, señor.
Margarita.
I don't know if I was going back and forth with the team. Is leprechaun canceled word?
No.
Is that okay?
Because it starts with leper?
I don't know. I was trying to Google. They were talks of calling a margarita a leprechaun margarita. It's like, I think that's canceled.
It is not.
I don't think so.
Mythical creatures are not canceled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you could call it like no one be like, oh, satyrs are canceled.
Just checking. I figured you guys would be I need to run stuff through you guys on air before we print stuff.
We have recently talked about this on the program. What did we say, Van? Greek, Roman, and Egyptian mythology, all fair game.
To make fun of.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now
to get confused on, definitely.
100%
Yeah.
there. Also, any organized religion, fair to make fun of, but be aware, some kickback could occur.
Like Scientology and our weak legal team.
Of the St. Patrick's Day icons, leprechaun near the top, 4-leaf clover also near the top.
Pot of gold. Is rainbow leprechaun, or is that more just a Lucky Charms?
There's a alphabet soup of people that have already taken the rainbow,
Yeah.
so it would be tough
To correlate that.
Yeah.
What else is it? I mean,
Did we say horseshoe? Did we already say that?
Oh, a horseshoe.
That
margarita.
seems.
I don't know how that fits into a drink.
You could pour it in a shoe.
In the shoe.
It'd get everywhere.
Yeah, that would not be actually the best one.
Could be a grassy manure flavored.
Hollow out a hoof.
Horseshoe.
What is it? What's the name of that thing that the Fae live on?
The Fae?
Yeah.
Google that for me.
Good intentions?
No.
Oh, you don't. Not Santa Fe.
No, not Santa Fe.
Not Santa Fe. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Fae.
Oh, if we're talking about
Use
Santa
it in
Fe,
a sentence for us, please.
They live off of cultural outrage in Santa Fe.
Where do the Fae live?
I hear they have way better New Mexican food up there than we do down here in
If you
Albuquerque.
can't handle spice or crunchy chips, that's your spot.
Really? Okay.
Blue corn, it doesn't crisp the same. You know that.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
Do you do green chips?
I mean, no, but we could.
That's when they throw them out, Fred.
We could.
You press your chips here, right? You do the whole thing.
Yeah. Fried here.
Yeah. So couldn't you like just put a little? Dip, dip, dip?
Well, we've done green beer before. The tough thing with the green beer is it gets really messy. You could get a keg of green beer.
Yeah.
But if you don't sell that whole keg of green beer, you're pouring green beer for the rest of the month, and that starts to get weird.
Not
$1 off.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
do
fair. I will drink all your leftover green beer.
All
every
right,
Thursday.
you're in. All right, we'll order the keg.
Keep it sealed.
We were on the fence of getting that. We'll
clean your
have to do
lines.
Get a green beer and get a gold coin.
There you go. Grand gold, gold coin, grand gold, silver coin. There's a lot of coins going on.
Gold coin margaritas
Pots of
for
gold,
St. Patrick's
pots
Day.
of gold margarita. Wow.
It's made out of
We're
Goldschlager.
Is that still around? I don't think we have Goldschlager here.
No, you have a respectable bar here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do
It's not
remember that.
It's not a
though.
frat party.
Yeah. The internet is saying Irish top hats.
Oh,
That
like
is
the plastic green bowler hats that
Yeah.
everyone wears on St. Patrick's Day. Those are awful.
So not that is what we're going with. When's St. Patty's Day?
Sunday.
This one?
A week from Selection
Oh.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same day.
Wait,
Selection
so we
Sunday.
10 short days from now.
We can come here, drink green beer with you,
Yes,
and watch Selection Sunday.
that is a possibility.
All right, man. I'll see you on a Sunday.
I don't
Deal.
know if I can make it till 4:30 drinking green beer. If we came in and started that early, so we'll have to pace ourselves. But no, yeah, everybody else can come down. State tournament will be here next week, so we encourage everybody visiting the Pit University Arena. Is that what it's called these days? We'll just call it the Pit.
I believe it's
I
just the
always just call it the Pit.
Pit. It has had other names, but
Yeah.
it always has one name.
They can say the sponsor when they are there.
Yes.
I will refer to it as the
It's a
Pit
So
forever.
if you're coming down to the Pit to watch your loved ones play in the state tournament next week, we are here. Bring the family down, bring the teams down. It'll be a fun time. So yeah, lots of stuff going on.
Super excited about that. Gil, anything we missed, brother?
Can't think of anything.
The word lucky.
For drink.
Yeah, I'm just really spitballing here.
Lucky's good. Charms. I mean, Lucky Charms. I guess that's
You
not-
forgot the biggest one every year on March 17th. Awful accents. You're going to hear them everywhere.
And Dropkick Murphys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that is it. Hard Stars, Horseshoes, Clovers, and Blue Moons.
Ship up to Sadies.
Oi, oi, oi. We wrap up the program whenever we get back. Live from Sadie's Gill. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, guys.
It's coming on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored.
4 minutes.
You were
Discover. If you like using debit over credit, shouldn't you also get rewarded? Well, now you can with this. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cash back on everyday purchases with no fees, period. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashback. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Things still moving slow westbound on I-40. That's going to start right around Carlisle. It'll last until Coors. Southbound I-25 right now, approaching Osuna. We're dealing with congestion. Comanche. Also northbound I-25 moving slow right now between Gibson and Lomas. Westbound on Montano, 2nd Street to Coors, we've got slowdowns. Headed west on Paseo between I-25 and the river. Traffic moving slow there. Also dealing with some congestion westbound Alameda approaching 2nd Street. That's going to last until Coors.
Do you know your number? No, not your credit score number, not your sleep number bed, but your retirement number. The number that you need to reach in order to have no financial stress for the rest of your life. Gateway Financial Advisors can help you figure out that number. The number you need to reach to ensure.
Call 405 Gateway or 505-585-5595.
This report brought to you by Gateway Financial Services and Insurance.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Mountain West is red hot, but only one team is guaranteed an automatic berth. Listen to the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Bach, live from the Mountain West Tournament in Vegas. Brought to you by Coleman Vision. Perfect vision, perfect game. Airport parking, easier, quicker, smarter. Enchanted Mechanical, the heating and cooling doctor. And by Frontier Restaurant, an Albuquerque tradition for more than 50 years. Mountain West coverage and the NCAA tournament live here. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Something bad has happened to Mom.
Streaming March 14th on Peacock.
Joy Delaney, mother of 4, has gone missing.
From the author of Big Little Lies and 9 Perfect Strangers.
She will come back.
You think we're this like big happy family?
I have a confession.
Starring Oscar nominee Annette Bening, Sam Neill, Jake Lacey, and Allison Brie.
Secrets will poison any family, and what you don't know can hurt you.
Apples Never Fall. Streaming March 14th, only on Peacock.
To thank you for 40 unforgettable years, Dell Technologies is celebrating with anniversary savings on their most popular tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your
30 seconds.
people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter.
30 seconds.
Please, ZipRecruiter.
You're coming back in 15 seconds.
15.
Candidates with the right skills.
Yeah, and then you'll have almost 5 minutes.
Candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The Duke City's home for sports.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 90.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Van, is there live music at Sadies tomorrow night?
Boy, is there ever, Fred. Flat Champagne going to be rocking the patio tomorrow at Sadies.
Is that Brian's band?
It is Brian's band.
Let's go. There were a bunch of big stories that Amory didn't bother to get to today.
Oh, like what?
The Michael Thomas thing is weird, right?
It is so weird. I love it, though. I love every second of it.
What about it? Like, what's jumping out to you?
First off, it's just hilarious. The first sentence alone is Twitter gold.
Give it to me.
The fact that he has the balls to say this now, and he'll probably get cut because of it. Michael Thomas on Twitter, 10:38 today.
Still up, not deleted.
Yeah, not deleted, not taken down, no apology whatsoever. I don't think one's coming.
Hold on, I'm reading it before you read it. I think it's safe for the air.
It is safe for the air. Okay. The person he's referring to, Jim Duncan, is a beat reporter, follows the Saints. Okay?
Yep, here we go.
Here's your reference. Jeff Duncan is a hoe. That's the first sentence of the tweet. He doesn't need all those characters. He goes on to say, Jeff Duncan is a hoe, trying to stay relevant, so let's speak on it. The Saints leak information to him to try to ruin players' value, but see, I'm not broke, so I can speak on it. He is broke, so he needs clicks. Go look at all of his articles that never end up being true. That's funny.
Disabled comments.
That is funny. Oh, he made comments about the disabled after that?
He gone.
He's going to get released. When's the soonest?
I mean, how soon is
opening of business tomorrow?
Yeah, how soon is the big football field upstate available that you can just send them off to run forever?
You think they're going to old Yeller Michael Thomas?
Hey, he was like the chosen one for a minute. That was the talk in New Orleans.
The reception record is still his, isn't it? It's not been beaten, right?
Yeah, that was 4 years ago. Now he can barely get over 500 yards in a season.
Well, because he's never healthy.
He was the second wide receiver to ever win Offensive Player of the Year. He was forever destined to screw up people's fantasy teams for the last 4 years.
I know I picked him up a couple times. He got 149 receptions in 2019.
Nice.
That's 149 receptions.
Single season most is he, number 2, Cooper Kupp, 145. Marvin, 143. Antonio, 136. Julio, also 136. Before his injury, we could have sat here and talked about Hall of Fame projection.
Yep.
He no longer is on that projection.
Hall of Fame of Twitter.
Put him in the mix. Also, violence breeds violence.
Right.
So I can't wait to see this Duncan Cat's reaction after he gets released.
Oh, you mean a guy who writes for a living?
Yeah.
And you're giving him enough time to think about a response? Oh God, it's going to be fire.
What if his next tweet is just an emoji of a hoe?
That is fantastic. He changes his Twitter logo and it's just a garden tool.
It has to be this way, though.
This isn't the most damaging part of the tweet. Calling a reporter a hoe, that's like the least incendiary part. When called out his own team for leaking information to the media, that is how he gets fired, not calling somebody a hoe.
When the Chiefs sign him, they're going to get a really good 7 games out of him.
Oh, my goodness. One of them being next year's Super Bowl?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Man, you did so good at radio today.
Well, thank you, sir.
Gilbert did so good at radio today.
Oh, I'll miss him. Where'd he go?
Eddie Haskell did really good at radio today, but he's just here.
Just here having a
drinks.
Little sippy boy and some delicious Sadies New Mexican food.
Lobo talk after this. Hey, Marie, do you feel like you did well? It doesn't matter. Van, final words?
Too much for the time allotted, my friend. But anything that we didn't cover, make sure you check out tomorrow on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
The consensus is you were passable, Marie. That's the consensus.
Aw.
You're off tomorrow? No Friday energy from A. Marie.
Oh, breaking news from Adam Schefter.
Yep.
Jeff Duncan is a hoe.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.